Whether you are buying or selling a home, it's important to know upfront who is responsible for paying for each of the costs associated with the transaction. Do you know who pays for what? Let's find out.
Now first we have inspections. Inspections, while highly advised, are entirely optional. The buyer can choose what inspections they want to have conducted on the property. That might include a regular home inspection, meth or mold inspection, a sewer line inspection, septic and well inspections, or a roof inspection. And the buyer is responsible for paying for any and all inspections that they opt to have done at the time that they're completed.
Next is the appraisal. While the buyer's lender is the one who requires an appraisal to verify that the home is worth the amount of money they are loaning on it, the cost is paid by the buyer. Payment for this is typically collected from the buyer at the time the appraisal is ordered.
Then we have lender fees. When a buyer gets a loan, there are typically some lender fees to be paid. These can include origination fees, underwriting fees, and doc prep fees. The buyer is responsible for paying these fees, but they're not due until closing as a part of your closing costs.
Then there are property taxes. The government assesses taxes on the property for the entire year. So when a home sells, the taxes are prorated so that the buyer and the seller only pay taxes for the portion of the year that they actually own the home. The way this works is at closing, the seller is charged their prorated amount and it is credited to the buyer. The buyer, as part of their closing costs, are charged an amount sufficient to cover the entire year of taxes, which the lender holds in escrow until those taxes are due.
Next, we have title insurance. Both parties will have to pay for title insurance. The difference is that the seller pays for a policy that protects the buyer for the amount of the sales price. The buyer pays for a policy that protects the lender for the amount of the loan they are receiving. The exceptions to this would be if the buyer is paying all cash, then they will not have to pay for title insurance.
And lastly, there are title fees. These are fees that are paid to the title company for their assistance in the transaction, and the buyer and seller each pay their own title company's fees.
So how'd you do? Did you get them all right? If you have questions about this or anything else real estate related, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're just a phone call away and we are always here to help. I'm Wendy Starling and this is Sharon Starling with Starling Real Estate, and as always, make it a great day.